How you doing? My name's Darren and I'm the Bombay Sapphire Ambassador here in Ireland. Today I'm going to talk to you about all things Bombay Sapphire gin using the bottle as a reference. The first thing to notice when you look at a Bombay Sapphire bottle is the blue colour. This comes from the Star of Bombay, one of the largest sapphires ever mined in Sri Lanka, and seen as an elegance piece, and it reflects the liquid that's inside this bottle. It's also where the name Sapphire comes from. The next thing to notice as you go down the label is you'll see distilled London dry gin. What that means is it's not made in London, it's actually a style of gin. London dry gin has to incorporate all the flavours through distillation. The next thing you'll notice is vapor infused. And that's because at Bombay Sapphire we use a unique type of infusion for our gin. So a lot of gins, they'll just add the botanicals into the liquid during the distillation process. But what we do in Bombay Sapphire is we've got a different type of still. We use a Carter head still, which is kind of like a hybrid between a pot still and a column still. So we suspend the botanicals above the liquid in this column still section. So when we heat the liquid up, it's the vapors that actually pass through. So you get this gentle infusion and all these subtle flavours come to the forefront. The next thing you'll see on the label is hand-selected botanicals and a recipe based in 1761. So that means that this gin is based on an original recipe by the Dakin family in 1761. All of the botanicals that we use are hand-selected by our master botanist, Ivano Tanu. So what botanicals do we use in Bombay Sapphire? Well, it's something that we're quite proud of. We actually tell everyone exactly what's in this gin. So if you look at either side of the bottle here, you'll see all 10 botanicals that are in this gin. So those botanicals are juniper berries and coriander. These two are very common in most gins. Then we've got some lemon peel, which is going to add a little citrus to the gin. We've got angelica root and orris root. These are going to give the gin structure, almost act like a barrel would in your whiskey or rum. Then we have cassia bark, which is going to give it spice. It's almost like cinnamon. We have almonds from Spain, which are going to add a nice texture and mouthfeel to the gin. We've got licorice root, which is going to add a little bit of sweetness and another touch of spice. And then the last thing that we had that's really unique and gives Bombay Sapphire a lot of its character is grains of paradise and elderberries, 2 peppercorns. And as I said, a lot of people who drink Bombay Sapphire will recognise this unique pepper note. As I mentioned, London dry gin doesn't mean it's made in London. And that's the case for Bombay Sapphire. It's actually made in Hampshire, in Laverstoke Mill. Laverstoke Mill is an old paper mill. It's actually where the watermark was invented, which just goes to show how pure the water is at that site. This is now where we make the Bombay Sapphire gin. And as I mentioned, we use Carter head stills. And in the distillery, you can walk around and you can see all of the stills. We've actually named them. So the 2 main stills at Bombay Sapphire are called Thomas and Mary. And they're named after the Dakin family who created this recipe in 1761. Bombay Sapphire is bottled at 40% ABV, which makes it great for a gin and tonic, but it'll also mean that it will stand up in cocktails. For us, when we're having a gin and tonic with Bombay Sapphire, we keep it really, really simple. Bombay Sapphire, a nice tonic water, and then a double squeeze of fresh lime. In a glass, lots of ice, it's just perfect. But as I said, if you want to make cocktails, Tom Collins is a great one to do. And there's actually a recipe for Tom Collins on the back of every bottle of Bombay Sapphire. So remember, when you see this iconic blue bottle on a shelf, know that this recipe dates back to 1761. It's a London dry gin that uses a vapor infusion and a mix of 10 different botanicals. Bottled at 40%, is great for simple drinks like a gin and tonic, and then cocktails like the Tom Collins. Enjoy.